Hi, everyone. I'm Jennifer Mills Kerr. Welcome to a sample class of A World in a Lines poetry-inspired writing workshop. In this short video, you will have a taste of one free write based on the structure of what I usually do in my classes. So you should have something to write with. I'm going to go over some basics, fun basics, I hope. Goals are always to get inspired, to connect with other writers, to connect with new poetry, um, to go in new creative directions. Um, we're savoring poetry first as the first step of the process. So I try to use interesting, engaging poems. And from that poem, you will generate new work. So there will be a free write of 5 minutes after each poem is introduced. In this video, it will be one poem. In my workshops, it's 3 poems by different artists or different poets. So the process is to listen to the poem. I read it aloud unless one of the participants wishes to do that. Then there's a free write. I time it 5 minutes. And then you have the option of either coming back when you come back to discuss the poem, things that resonated for you, or to share your work. A World in a Line is named that because I use the technique and strategy when writing new work to listen when you listen to the poem for that one line or even that one word that resonates for you, so that your free write begins from there. Now, it's a whatever inspires you is the actual mantra for the class. So if there's a line or a word that doesn't, you start with your free write from wherever you wish to. Free writes, if you don't know, are just a way to keep you writing, to keep you engaged. If you feel like, the inner critic comes up, try to remember that that's natural. Sometimes when I'm doing a free write, I will even write down what the inner critic tells me. Not very nice words, but it helps to pass that, it helps me to pass through that anxiety and break into some other creative direction that I might not have gone to or into. You can't do this process wrong. Just keep with it, keep the pen moving or keep yourself typing and let it go where it needs to. I have the picture of the river here to signal the river never knows its direction. It just flows. Okay, so deep breath, and I'm going to read the poem. It's called I Love You by Jenny George. Her eyes were mostly shut. She didn't speak. The sun's slow exile crossed the wall above the bed. But once, when I bent to feed her a drop of morphine from the little plastic beak, her hand shot up and gripped my arm. She looked right at me. When she said the words, it sounded like she meant, "Don't leave me." From the very first, we love like this, our heads turning toward whatever mothers us, our mouths urgent for the taste of our name. Now I'm going to begin the timer, 5 minutes. Go ahead and get working, get writing. Okay, we have about a minute left. Okay, that's 5 minutes. Take a happy sigh. This is where we gather together and share our work or just talk about the poem. And so although you don't have that aspect to it, I hope that this brief session got you inspired, a little bit more creative, led you into a new space, and maybe you would want to read more of Jenny George's poems. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you in the workshop. Take care.